Hey everyone, it is me, just myself. I don't know what happened. I'm supposed to have Ashley Christensen join me today. She's a live streaming coach, has an incredible YouTube community, and she's also really active on Twitch. And we were having some communication earlier, and I confirmed her to be a guest on my show. And but so far I don't see her. I'm trying to tell myself to calm down. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And if you are here, can you type in the comments? Oh, hey, Jim. Hey, Shmo. Hi, Dory. And Jerry, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. So I just learned this pressure, when you are going live. It is not like podcasting, when you are podcasting, just this one-on-one. And hey, Tony, thank you so much for being here. Oh, hey, Elaine is here. Oh my God, all of my friends are here, but I'm waiting for my guest. And I sent her a Facebook message, and I also tweeted her, and I haven't heard anything back. So, yes, I'm so glad you made it, Elaine, and I hope she remembers, or I hope she's okay, most importantly. And yes, so I'm going to Dory has this really great idea, and instead of just saying bye to each other, why don't we turn this into a conversation among us? So what I just did is that I pinned the BeLive link to join me live. Oh, that just makes me cry. Came to see me. Oh, thank you so much. I did have a list of questions that I wanted to ask. I know, I am in hot seat. So I did have a list of questions I wanted to ask Ashley. And if you guys want to hang out with me, maybe for 20 minutes, and we can just go through my list of questions, and or anyone you want to join, Zala, Dory, and Tony, Elaine, Jim, anyone wants to join me? Antonio's, oh, thank you so much, Shwo. Anyone of you wants to join me live, and please feel free to click on the BeLive link, and we can have a conversation. And so, Dorothy suggested we can talk about some challenges of, and she suggested some challenges. Hey, Dorothy, thank you so much for joining me. You need to mute the Facebook Live. Do you know how to do it? At the right bottom corner of the screen, there is a microphone icon. Click on that to mute the video, so we can hear each other. Did you find it? There's lots of background noise, Dorothy. I wonder if you can mute the Facebook one. So I think that or you can talk and see if we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't believe it, because I'm setting my hair to go to the group I have, and I look like hell on wheels, and it finally worked. Talk about social media. My dog says hello.
Oh, that's awesome. So great to see you. Dorothy, and maybe we can discuss and some of the challenges of this is
live hair that's not combed.
It looks great.
Oh.
Thank you for coming up to say hi to us.
Oh, no problem. I'm surprised this worked as well as it did, because generally my tech, I have tech moths that always seem to eat away at the guts of whatever I'm trying to do.
I'm just looking at the comment from Chris. He said, I look so concerned. Yes, I do. This is actually my first time talking about being live. This is my first time scheduling a guest for some reason. I just hope she's okay.
And here I am.
I was like panicking. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? You guys saw the live reaction from me. Oh my God.
This is a riot. We just need beers to pass around. Yes. I can't type. Can I type? Yes. I'm intelligent. Can I type? Let me see.
Oh my God,
Alice! Oh, there's Z. Hey, Z. Hey, Red.
I can't believe it. It's I and it's Dory, and we're all on different sides of the planet. So
and you sound so rich with your voice and your accent. I love it. How international we all are.
Yes, I'm right now in South Korea, Zella, Slovenia, I guess, and Dorothy, US.
PA.
Yes, 3 countries, 3 people.
Or M&Ms.
Yes, like M&Ms.
Yeah, let's try to focus here, everyone, ladies. And what do you guys think that we can discuss? Like maybe some challenges of live streaming so that we can involve. I'd love to just chat with you about trying to involve the live audience. What do you think, Zella and Dorothy? Should we talk about challenges or?
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea because in a sense you're already a seasoned live streamer. And I think that you can offer a lot of insights and maybe tips and tricks, and we'll just support you and share our views along the way.
Oh,
do you guys
thank you so much, Zella?
Do you guys remember Blab?
Oh yes. My God, yeah.
This is like Blab, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think that Blab was a great way of starting a community and really building a community. And yeah, in a sense, I think that now that we're on camera and now that we're able to come on camera, many more of us, it kind of brings back the feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
I would agree with that.
From the amazing Elaine and Zella, Dorothy, please feel free to answer the questions. So Elaine's question is that she's an amazing educator, and she gives students assignment to do live shows, and some seem to be so into it, but others maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think the importance of live, the benefits, and how can we translate that to our students and even others? What do you guys think?
I'm happy to go first, but I hear an echo or something in the background.
Let me check something.
I think, Elaine, that's a really good question. I get that a lot when I work with students in the secondary school, and they kind of see, the live streaming scene or the live options of let's say something. If they want direct access to something that's happening, or if they want direct access to something that they want to see across the world, but they don't see themselves as somebody who can be a co-creator.
I think you can mute the background. It's really loud.
I muted Facebook and I muted.
Oh, it's good now. It's good. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Keep talking, Zala.
Okay. You're welcome. But they still don't see themselves as a co-creators or something, or them as reporters of something. And I really try to take examples of, let's say, I know that Chris Trapp is with us, from Chris Trapp or from Chocolate Johnny, and also from you, and giving them examples of, how you can take one topic that is important to you, or let's say being in a place or visiting something or something that happens and is of importance to you and might be of importance to somebody else, and just, start sharing it with the world. So I think here is the biggest benefit of, not just showing yourself and your face and, here I am, but, giving some kind of content that might and will possibly benefit somebody, in your community or on the other side of the world.
Oh, that's such a great point. I so agree, content co-creation. Look at us, we come here and every time I have my list of questions, but I always love the questions from the audience, and we come here, we shape the direction of our chat, and which is just truly amazing. I so agree. Yeah. And also, if I may add, is I don't think, as much as I love live streaming, and I think people are different. So maybe encourage
now this
students.
Video is going to be focus on me using a Kleenex.
So maybe encourage students to take
the
baby
technical
steps.
piece is, I think, the most anxiety producing. It is for me. And I can imagine it would be for anybody doing live streaming, because that seems to be the element where you have the least control. It's still tin cans and strings sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. And I was saying earlier.
I can see the comments that come up, like the balloon, but I don't see any on the side or anything.
You probably have to. I don't know if you are having some issue with BeLive. You can go to Facebook, Dorothy, to view the comments. And so what I was saying earlier is
the other thing I think right now I'm just speak for myself, but I get the urge that I need to fill the silence, and I would think that's another typical symptom of wanting to fill the space and the dead zone, so to speak, that happens with live video.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially for new beginners, I think with so much noise, it is just getting harder and harder to be noticed, to be heard. Hey, Nats is here, and she's from Singapore.
My dog's crying, but you can't hear him.
So to go back.
Can you see A?
Yes.
I can see everybody. I can see and hear everybody.
Okay, I can't.
Okay.
Maybe I should refresh.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I can let you down, and then you can refresh and come back.
All right, let me see here.
Yeah, I will let you down, Dorothy, and then you can come back. It seems like she couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to let her to refresh. And so I was responding to Elaine's question earlier. I think, as much as I love live streaming, and tell me if you feel this way, Zala, I think, different people have different ways to create content. Maybe for some students, live streaming is not for them. I always remember what Mark Schiffer shared when he came to the show. He said, live streaming is not for him. He's not the type of person holding a camera like us. And, but he's a blogger. He's so amazing. Look at, he has thousands of blogs. Yeah. So I think maybe what you can do is to encourage students to take baby steps and to truly discover their zone of genius. Maybe it is not live streaming, maybe it is blogging, or maybe it is podcasting or something else. I don't know. This is kind of my personal take, because I feel like that's take certain personality to be on camera. I don't know. Like people want to be educated. They also want to be entertained. And I think for Zella and I, we kind of have similar personality. I'm kind of like a pretty crazy person, like that. Yeah. So it's a little bit entertaining. I don't know. That's kind of my personal take. Like my husband, he will never ever doing a live. That is not his personality.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
I'm totally with you. I think you made such a good point it is one thing of being aware of the trends and what are the hot trends or topics or something in social media or in digital world, but it's another thing to have that learning curve and actually come to the decision or come to the aha moment. It's something is for me, something is not for me. I feel comfortable with something, or I don't feel comfortable with something, and I think that's really okay. I see ourselves as educators also in the role of facilitating some kind of a safe space for everybody to figure out. Okay, I'm really okay with this. And I'm struggling a little bit with this, but here are some tools and tips that can help you, and it's totally okay, because in reality, jumping on camera is not something that we're used to. And also, being on live stream or on live camera, it's a totally different experience. You don't have, retakes, reshots. You can't see, what's the good angle or something, or the technology drops and anything. It's a totally different dynamic. And I think it's kind of a mix of a personality that you're able to, just let go and embrace, and also feel okay either doing it alone or via interview, or just speaking in front of maybe or possibly a really huge audience that is on the other side of the camera, also commenting or interacting. So it's like it's a lot of multitasking.
Oh my God, yes. Absolutely. Like when I think that's my biggest challenge. When I first started my live streaming journey, and I was trying to listen to whoever's chatting with me, I was trying to monitor the comments from people. I was also trying to share the live on Twitter, on Facebook. It definitely takes practice. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you mentioned in the beginning, when you're doing a podcast, you're not necessarily on the camera, but huge kudos to all of those who do it simultaneously, doing a podcast and then, also streaming it and converting it into live stream. So, whoa, huge kudos to everybody. But I think as the beginners, because I'm so grateful to have been part of, your journey also, and I've seen you develop, the style and the topics and content and everything. It's like, I think you're a super duper multitasker also. And really, I think that one of the most important, let's say, those soft skills or something that we manage is also, to be really transparent. The internet is not, is not going well. I froze, or this happened, or let me just check this. And I think that's the secret sauce ingredient that helps a lot of times.
Oh, that's such a great response. Yes, I truly agree. And thank you so much for the kind words, Zella. You're just so sweet. Yeah. And Elaine mentioned, Twitch. I don't really know much about the Twitch. Actually, one of my questions for the guest, I would see if I can reschedule her for next week. And she is an expert on Twitch. Do you know much about Twitch, Zella, or
I know about Twitch because of the workshops that I do, and I'm totally in agreement. I can relate to Elaine's comment because a lot of not only gamers, but a lot of people who like to play different kind of games, use Twitch to live stream them, or, you know, to do a live stream to show how, for example, how they're playing, or just, you know, use their voice and tell stories and so on. And I totally agree. A lot of them feel really, really comfortable not showing their face, or not, you know, showing themselves as they do something, but really, you know, showing their product, or showing, you know, something that they do. And yeah, I know a lot of students already in primary school and also in secondary school. They're really, you know, also very well advanced. They know OBS, they know all kinds of platforms and all kinds of way arounds. And a lot of times they teach me things instead of, you know, let's say the other way around, or they show me a lot of features that primarily I was not aware of, because with the live streaming platforms that we started, it was Blab, or then it was Periscope, and now it's Facebook Live. So
yeah. I love this comments from Jim. He said that video helps bring across parts of the senses that others cannot. It is so true, because the other day I did a podcast interview with a person, and for that interview it's just audio. We don't really see each other on Skype, and it just feels so strange. You know, I can't even see you. I feel like definitely not as intimate as seeing each other, and not as interactive as having the live audience join us and kind of asking questions. It's really a new level of content creation.
I was thinking a lot about this, and I really like your comment, because I think that, you know, live video, whatever is with visual and, you know, gives you that, let's say, 3D dynamic, I'm jokingly saying, but it's like, it's, you know, your face, it's your behavior, it's your tone, it's how you interact. And I think that live streaming in a way is a different level of interaction. A lot of times you can see people really click on camera, or you can see awkward silences, or you can see that people are actually not clicking, or maybe not really comfortable on camera. While I think that on the, you know, content type of podcasting, let's say, it really boils down to, you know, having the, you know, tone of voice, you know, the sequences of speech. So it's either alluring, you know, or it's a way to bring you in, or just not. And I think, in a way, perhaps a lot won't agree with me, but I think that there is a lot of more in podcasting. There is a lot of more point on storytelling itself, how you can tell a narrative, you know, how engaging you can be, because you actually have just a voice to lure people in, and the type of content that you're offering.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. Yeah. And I think Dorothy's trying to come back. Yeah, if anyone, I was trying to encourage Elaine, just come up and have a free chat with us and talking about Twitch. And we're going to wrap up here. I know it's late for Zella. Dorothy, you want to try to talk? See if we can hear you better?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is there an echo? Yes.
Oh my God.
It fades in and out. I did my hair for you.
Hi.
Hello, Elaine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
This is so fun. This reminds me of Blab, everyone. Blab is coming back.
Blab.
Let me mute
so you
that
all
real
know
quick.
each other, right? This is the amazing Zella, amazing Dorothy, and also
amazing Elaine.
I'm so sorry, my office is such a mess. Let me just
No, it's
oh my
fine.
God. We are
It's
live.
fine.
Come on, everything's fine.
Yeah. Oh, hi all.
So great to see you. I invited Elaine to come up to share with us something about Twitch, because she said that she's a user. I never used Twitch myself. I heard of it. I watch others. So tell us more about Twitch.
Yeah,
You
sure.
want-
So it's a lot of what Zala was saying, and she was really honing in on a lot of the key things. So Twitch started out as just a gaming community where gamers would come on and you would live stream what you were playing with people. And at first, it was this idea of trying to battle against. Oh, is that me? This misconception that gamers are isolated, that they are alone, that it's all about just you being in a basement and playing games all day. In fact, video gaming is an incredibly social activity. And I do speak with a bias as someone who has grown up with video games and plays extensively. My t-shirt is a BioWare Dragon Age Inquisition shirt. So that tells you all you need to know. And the chatting was very it wasn't very organic or integral. People would post, but it wasn't really great at that point. But it's really advanced to the point that some people are now complaining that the chat, there can be so many people that it becomes difficult to keep track of what's going on. So now you have people who will play and there'll be a moderator and they will point out some of the things that are happening. And it's gone beyond that. We now have people who are artists. You can watch someone draw. And it's great because they can talk through their process. So we have people who want to learn how to draw, who instead of just watching a YouTube video, are now actually with someone, and they can ask for advice. And a person, I once watched somebody draw, and they showed me, one person was like, I have a really hard time with lines. And they showed them different lines and how you can create different strokes and things like that. And now we even have television shows. Peak and Sundry's Critter Role, probably one of the most streamed shows on Twitch.
Hey, Elaine, sorry to interrupt you. Can you mute the Facebook Live?
I did. It's muted.
That's weird. It's still an echo. Yeah.
It wasn't
I don't
echoing
hear
at
it now.
first, and then it started.
Yeah, I didn't hear it at the beginning, then kind of started. Yeah. Now it seems so okay. Yeah.
Let me mute this one.
But that's such a great point. I love how you mentioned, like I think with live video is instead of telling people after this thing had happened, this is what happened, but you are bringing your audience to experience this with you as if you guys were on this journey to create this whatever together. I love that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very process in the here and now, which is nice. And the moderator is like a coordinator of the social content in a way, like a therapist, in that you reframe and kind of make sure people state their ideas and that you're hearing them right, and that you reframe the ideas sometimes to augment other statements going on. So it's very interactive, which I think is beautiful. But I don't, and it's a good experience to be on the hot seat. I think I don't like it, but I can deal with it.
Yes, today.
But I just wanted to go back to Elaine's comment. I really love what you're stressing or pointing out, because that's a constant discussion that we're having about, the, let's say, the gaming or different communities that there are. And I think that live streaming or being able to, connect via some kind of video or via some kind of technology, it's really not only, like a catalyst or opening them, but I think it's really also shifting our perspectives, of what were our, preconceptions of how they are, how they operate, and what they do. And they're really able to open up and, show us different insights into, what goes on there and what type of interactions that they have. And I think that's a really good idea. And I see, especially Twitch, as something that they are really willing to embrace, and they're really willing to learn about.
Yeah. That's amazing. I'm kind of interested in Twitch and want to one more platform to check it out and kind of play with it. Natasha is here. Wow, you're still.
I think Elaine is your next guest.
I think so.
And I'm.
What a great suggestion.
Yes.
I swear I'll have the mic fixed then.
Oh, it's good now. It's good now.
It's good now.
Yeah, I can hear okay.
But it's very interesting that you should bring up live at this time, because I was at a convention over the weekend, and it was a media convention for fans and things like that. For those who are on my Twitter, you saw some of it. And it was really interesting because one of the first things that was mentioned is an audience member put her hand up and she said, it's for this group that is busy making a film. She said, I really enjoy your Instagram lives. Are you going to be doing more of them? Yeah. And went on to say about how it was just a way for them to connect with what is supposed to be just a film Instagram, but showing behind the scenes. And I think it really connects to what Zala was saying, in that you're able to connect with someone in a very different way in live. And I think I forgot who said it in the Facebook comments, in terms of saying that when you see someone and hear someone, it gives you kind of a different context and a different feel for them. And so there's really something to be said about it.
It's a lot more, makes this person a lot more relatable to me, especially some of the high profile people that I don't get to see on a daily basis. But when I see them behind the stage, they are making mistakes, they are struggling. Like Brian Fenzel, he's so good at this. I just feel like he's just like us. I can relate to him so much. He is like us. That is such an amazing feeling. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that when you see people going live and they do it consistently, I love it, because you always see them in a different context. It's not like just what Elaine was saying. My really big issue at the moment is that I really miss the live aspect of, let's say, big conferences, or especially digital media and social media, let's say, events and conferences, because still when you go on a platform, you can go on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, all you mainly see are pictures and quotes and selfies of here I am, and
movie and short video clips.
It's one dimensional.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting, because the Salt Lake City, I know it's going to be Comic-Con stuff because I'm a giant nerd. All right, I'm sorry, everything's related to that. But
I have a nerd for a son, so I understand.
So me too.
Salt Lake City Comic-Con, they had a press conference this morning, and instead of just leaving it to their local broadcast, they were live broadcasting the press conference today. And I watched it, and it's up there for 24 hours for anyone to see. And it has the traditional box and the person standing there, but they had one of their representatives live stream that on their Instagram. And I was just sitting there floored thinking, that's brilliant. Why haven't we seen that more often? Why aren't we seeing that more often? Because we don't really just have to rely anymore on camera and traditional broadcasting. I know the network might be an issue for some, but overall in general, a lot of the conferences, you can make adjustments or plan for this ahead of time, that you can now live stream, if not every single panel, a lot of the panels.
Yeah, that's such a great point. And even just like us, this is my first time actually chatting with you, Elaine, and chatting with you, Dorsey. And I feel like we are closer than before. We chat all the time.
Definitely.
But right now I feel like I could almost kiss you and hug you
Well, I think we've empathized what it must be like to be in the middle of the video and then not have, your guest. I felt for you. I still do, but this has been fantastic.
Chris,
this has been really fun.
You look so concerned. I was really panicking because it never happened to me before. I was like, oh, should I cancel this? In my mind, there were no idea. Should I cancel this or what? Oh my God, it's so bad. I feel like I don't want to make people disappointed. And but anyway,
it's
definitely a great experience.
Mariah Carey's incident at Christmas. You just gotta push through and make us of that high note era didn't happen. And make a plan for it. Sometimes you just have to be really flexible. I think that's one of the things we need to train people too in life is like, if something doesn't go your way, have a couple ideas afterwards. And the great thing is you always have people who are popping in. And so this just adding people in is brilliant.
This is definitely great.
It keeps it dynamic.
Absolutely.
It definitely keeps it dynamic and moving and fun. And it's fun because, you know, we're all kind of relating to the same level.
Yeah. I had a great time. So I'm just going to wrap up here. And thank you so much, ladies, for saving my day. And if you, maybe each of us can share one parting piece of advice in terms of live streaming, and then we can end it like that. And I did hear back from Ashley, and sent me a note. She got the time zone confused, which happened to me before. Yeah. So I'm going to reschedule her and like stay tuned. Yes. One parting piece of advice.
Ashley, I totally understand you because I'm like time zone crazy most of the times. So we really look forward to hearing you next week. Regarding live streaming, I would say I know a lot of people say it, and also I love how Chocolate Johnny says it. Really just do it. It will never be the right time. You will never look your best. You will never be, I don't know, la 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 la. Just do it. I mean, some people will like it, some people won't like it, some people will criticize, some people won't, but who cares? As long as you're having fun, as long as you have something to offer, really just go for it.
Yes. Love this comment, by the way, from Natasha. Take a chance to grow. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a chance to grow. I've enjoyed it because I love the enthusiasm and energy, and it makes me feel good to see you guys live.
Oh, thank you.
My daughter just popped in. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's what I mean. It's like, okay, here I am, armpits and all, you know. Good and bad, but it's been fun.
Yeah, I think, and this is something that I've heard a lot of people say, is just be authentic, is be you. And it really jumps out to what Zala was saying is, if being you doesn't work for somebody else, it's going to work for someone else. Exactly. You're going to find your audience.
Great point.
And it's just going to be a matter of, if you don't start and if you don't play with it, you're never really going to find that audience that's going to be A, interested in what you have to add in value, and B, who you are as a person. And then that's something that we just all have to kind of learn to make peace with, because rejection sucks. It sucks to hear somebody say, "Your live show sucks, I don't like it." But it's like, well, maybe it's not for you then, and someone else does like it. So I will keep doing it. And I think that's one important thing I would say to leave with people.
Yeah, great point.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Reverend. We're just wrapping up here, and thank you. And I resonate with what Elaine shared here, and be yourself. I actually shared this on my Facebook post yesterday, and I got quite a few comments. Like, I think when I started my social media journey, the last thing I wanted to do was being myself, because I didn't feel confident being myself, and I didn't feel comfortable at voicing my opinions. I didn't want to upset others or whatever reasons. But now I learned, if you really want to build your personal brand, want to be remembered or whatever, and you just have to be yourself, because there's only one you. Otherwise, you just like mixed and with the rest of others, just like be yourself. This is so true. It's definitely a learning journey to discover who I am and to eventually embracing who I am. But I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I would say one more thing real quick is network. I think I is a really good example of someone who lives and breathes this in terms of share in other people's audiences.
Yeah, exactly.
And things like that. And you build like that. There we go. Now I'm done. I swear.
Yeah.
That's actually great.
That's a really good tip, especially for students. It's like, building your network up in front with everything that you do with every day. That's super important, because one day when, your official education stops, or you're out of school and you just say, wow, now I'm here. Well, you've missed the moment.
Yeah. And resonating with that, be a good listener. I shared recently on my Facebook, I got my story featured in Mark Schiffer's book. How this happened was that I was looking at his tweets, and he sent out a tweet and asking people to submit Twitter stories to be included in his book. I was like, yes, I have a story. So I contact him. But like, if I didn't listen, if I didn't spend time like monitoring other people's content, I would miss this really great opportunity. I think this can happen to anyone, you know, just be a really good listener. Yes.
Mm.
You got so many friends.
Don't stop here.
Yeah, we have someone gonna go forever.
Natasha, thank you so much. And networking is huge. You have quite a few fans here, Elaine. And and thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Natasha, I appreciate. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome us.
Thank you.
I love it. And my personal thank you to you, you know, Zala and Elaine and Dorothy.
Oh, you're
Thank you, Dory. Thank you, Zola. Thank you, Dory. Thank you to everybody else. I always enjoy this. I was happy I could show up today.
All right, have a great one.
Yes, thank you so much.
I just wanted to say that all the energy and joy is infectious, and I think that's what I look forward to. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Bye.